It's always good to see that they are very willing to pick in a train and that they're very willing to trust Zodic on this map to make the calls. And then Mirage to close. I think that's one of my favorite Nitro maps in terms of the executes, in terms of the depth they bring. But we're ready with the pistol. Got a couple smokes and a fast A play.
Nitro going to be able to find first contact. Second as well off of the HUD. Zodic follows it up. The Zevi found blood at the very least. That bomb's gotten down vent, so there should be a bomb plant.
Oh, snap.
Cozy wants to give someone a little, well, what for? Come on into the vents, he says. I've got a knife for you. And eventually they are going to come.
On secret.
Actually, full rotating around secret to completely avoid him. The player in ramp can maybe get active now. Oh, if they realize that there's two players here, but Kai finding that kill will deny the information on Lucchesi just a little bit longer. Now that's a nice fight. Now they know where both players are playing from. But a goosh, as Kai's looking to make short work of them. That work will be made short, but not by his own merit. Defuse on NRG with the pistol. I've got a fun fact that has just occurred to me. Harkening all the way back, not the decider, but the first two maps in this, for an art classic, I will say. That might be too deep a cut for me.
Yeah, that's a tough callback right there.
I got the maps.
Yeah, that's impressive.
First time they ever made it to ESL Pro League. So now here at the Pro League, for not the first time. Oh boy, Arts just rung the dome of Bro. Quick drive-by with that techie. Feeling the vintage play here. A little bit of chip damage, but you're not finding the right spot for this planter. So the bomb will in fact go down. Things get interesting here, Cole.
Yeah, trying to make it all through the ramp side. That's a tough angle there. Headshot angles for Kai, but he does get overrun. They just charge forward. Unrelenting here. Still Zevi and Decenty ready to roll up here on a flank through ramp. And Zevi trying to buy time here, but the smoke has since faded. They don't have a kit to play off of either here, so free fire for Decenty, spamming through the wall there as well. Just need to find the last player, but he's able to buy time now. And a little bit of panic here for Nitro. HE goes on top of the bomb there for good measure, and it's simply out of time here. Decenty able to run away here and win the round.
That one's gonna sting. Massive force by victory coming through from Fluxo.
That definitely is a smart move, right? Zodic needing to get onto that AWP here. You want to get him confident early with the map pool that we're seeing. The CT side presents itself a lot of opportunities, and smoke spam coming through from Bro instantly takes down Lucchesi. Very early 4v5 here, and more smoke spam. They just aren't letting him cross for free. Damage continuing to be done here. Now, as they do make it down secret, they're loud about it, so they're going to reposition the defense to get down in towards lower.
Massive find. Opens up this lower site, but George, he's just got a 5-7. He's got a lot of work to do, and he's losing his teammates that might try and alleviate the pressure onto him, but patient with the taps off that pistol. Will at least collect on the one. Give some possibility here, but they've got to deal with Decenty here in the ramp room to begin with, but the auto shot, he will be enough to overcome. Now an upgrade available, 2 rifles onto it. Bomb's taken away. There is no kit, but there's some util to work with here, playing the gap in the door. I might have just locked him out. Look at the damage. Look at the damage.
Just has no idea where Zevi is. He's set up for success here.
And Kai's already gone on the movement, right? You saw where I was. I'm going to relocate, give myself an opportunity to stay involved in the round. Nitro realizes he just doesn't have the information he requires. Got to back away. Tucks behind this box. Settles on in. And the rumbling of this bomb will bring both Fluxo players out, but it'll stack a third round in a row on the board.
Just becomes a difference maker in this round, as he has been here for this Fluxo squad. Is lurking, incredibly impactful. And finally they have to go with a little less here, but this time Decenty out early. The auto shot, he's still as powerful as can be. He hands it over his AK to Sonic and picks up the auto shotty. Opens up the round. They're going to send that AK into the roof.
Get those guns out of their hands. It's $900 though. That's not bad. More extra money for Nitro.
Seems like Nitro's got the only gun he needs here at this point too. Back turn for Bro. Able to get it back in time though with the Tech 9. Art missed his chance to capitalize, and now Lucchesi in the danger zone as well. He gets tapped down a little bit, but still kicking here and finding kills through many.
They know the auto shotty was present. When do you want to deal with it? That's a nice way to do it. Need to flush him forward. the gun to finish the job. Patience from Lukowski as well. Oh, he flicks away at just the wrong moment! Right when we're highlighting the patience, the timing catches him off guard. That's brutal. And they still have no idea about George. So the distraction through this smoke would have been effective. Except that they were rather aware. Zotic does manage to chase another player down the vent, so it all falls to Zevi. He's open decon, he's open single. Bomb's gonna be retrieved. Ooh. And out the window, straight into the fight, doesn't wait for his teammate. That's madness, and it pays off.
I couldn't believe he made that move right there. Just fearlessness out of Sonic.
Stack up at the 3, ready to come out ramp. Sonic doesn't have an incendiary. There's a smoke. Trying to get the shot. Action outside, but this is going to coax the players in towards ramp. Here comes the motion. This is the key piece in the round. Zotic run down, missed shot. Fumbling the opportunity and leaving himself just far too exposed. That's a problem because now they've got an op. And they've got a lot of real estate to rumble with. There's already 2 players in towards lower, so Wise and Fluxo are not going to test that. However, they're also not going to look up.
They're really putting a lot of resources and trying to flush out this heaven position. I think it's for the wrong move, but that's a knife kill.
Oh, no.
Lukowski, not part of the squad there, bro, with his back turn. We'll hand him over a little bit of bread. This is still a bit of a dangerous recovery that needs to be put together by Lukowski and Decency. They're wondering how they link up here.
Lukowski wants to try and create maybe some space for his comrade because stuck in the lockers, knowing that there was a player in heaven.
They heard the bomb drop too. Oh. No, he's not going to be overlooked. George, too aware right there. Definitely had some presence of mind that there was a player close by. So Decency going for the all-in move, seeing if he can take that A space. His opping can be so explosive, but sometimes I am concerned about the simple shots.
Well, we're going to see a fast play, so we'll talk about this later. Because holy calzone, they're already out onto the site, and those 2 initial players, despite the flashes catching, have not been able to find the kill. Zevi stuck here by the vent, mowed down. That round is done as quickly as it begun. The thing about Zotic, right, is that he's played for a long time. Now that you've said that, they're going to do the same thing. I was wondering if they're going to shift him around. He's actually going to maybe dick down, dope down. What did I say? Towards lower.
Zonic's ready for this round. That's what we know.
Don't worry about it.
He's about to bring the biggest op scope to the server.
He's swinging that thing. There's the trail. Get on out. In towards his ankles. Ooh, Nitro lost as well, though. Starting to lose the bodies. That makes him very uncomfortable indeed, knowing that a player could be coming through from lobby. So that distracts. That pulls him away. And Decency knows that there's a gap to exploit. Sonic.
Oh.
Some problems. George. Tied onto the angle. Dink, but no kill. It's good damage. But he needs the frags, and now the opportunity might have just been missed. It's just Zotic.
Set him up for the 1v4.
Yeah, is that the game plan?
You're going to be slinging that thing. Oh. Not quite. Art. Going to put him down there. Finish off the rounds.
Better duck down indeed.
Yeah.
You can put something in the subject line. Let's see. B stream, B memories, duck down. Any of those things, I think we'll know what you're talking about.
Got to put us on the D stream.
Send them on over. Let us know. Zotic moving off of his spot this time. Out by the squeaky door. It's the right spot for the right moment. And Nitro up top here. Oh, in Mustang is riding his way through what looks to be a dub. Zotic to collect on the last, and that is a very strong hold for NRG. 7 rounds.
To be able to link up with Nitro on some of these A-takes yesterday, and you feel like that's maybe carrying forward. At least Nitro able to hold it together there and back him up. But sometimes you do want to be able to be a part of the puzzle. Zotic still on the scene here. They think that outer yard control doesn't have to face an op. But that is the case, and Lukowski heating up in a big way. Multi-kill just running his way down. This is, again, kind of the leash let off of Lukowski that Art allows for Fluxo here. He's going to take it for more all the way into hell. George going to fall. He's still doing damage here, lurking about his Decency, and they've got Art down the vents. Lukowski still making a play in towards heaven.
That was a risky maneuver by Zevi, right? Left himself a little bit available. Winds up kind of baiting in, bro. to a punishable angle. At least for the moment, bro alive. Knows that Lucchesi is still lurking around here. Last round of play, so eventually needs to get a move on, but wants to deal with that problem first. Now he's trying to create space for his captain to drop down the vents safely. So bro going loud about this one. Trying to distract, and at this point now Nitro needs to make his move, but we know that Art's just around the corner. He's heard all of this. Knows where they're coming from. Zevi, tight to the ankle, good headshot, good crosshair placements. It's going to be a flash and a stick, and a desperate attempt at the deep. It's going wide, but the knife is out, and Zevi's AK is the blade they need. If I had to guess, into the A site, but nothing revealed just yet, so they'll go down vent instead. Those players up top still holding their presence. Lucchesi prepped for this one, and Lucchesi 1, 2, 3 knocks him down. Whatever NRG wanted is gone. They got to try and scramble to pick up the pieces, and bro dancing around on A will clear out this site, but lack of control of the bomb. Sneaky, 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 they go. Nitro looking for an angle, finding it as well, and Fluxo getting some opportunities.
Oh my God.
You gotta keep the pistols out there, bro. Sets up Lucchesi, who could potentially get the ace at this point. 15 seconds. Lucchesi wanted to route around. He's just trying to toy with him, trying to pull them off that bomb, and Nitro knows it. Knows that they have to force the issue. Ace denied. Just enough time to plant this bomb as well. Nitro could win this clutch now. Zevi has missed his opportunity, and a quick pop off the P250. Not just the ace denied, but the whole damn round.
Towards this lower bomb site, you'd have to imagine. I mean, minimal resistance here towards lower. Probably not going to get a lot of help here. Art going exploring towards the outer yard now, but the rotate's starting to jump down the vents quickly. This is going to be a challenge for NRG.
Sonic is a big opportunity to
oh my God!
This off, but Lucchesi again just having mass impact out of this pistol. Sonic cut down after just one. It's all on Zodic now. And he has no idea Kai's just below him. He has no clue. Dead man walking, and Kai delivers the body blows.
Never looked pretty, to be honest with you, so I think Art is a perfect IGL for him, and this is a really good team for him to get a lot of that success rolling.
Ooh, all right. Cheeky Dig off the top of the silo. Art's going to be gone, whether he's the perfect IGL for Lucchesi or not. So they're just going to try and link up. Not go for the silent approach, but it is just pistols and actually not moving off of that flash. Now they really have nothing. There's two players here on the contain.
You're going to break the glass again at the same time and try and see if they could sneak Sonic in for a flank on this ramp attack.
They know there's two players here now. They're really feeling like they need to reroute, but actually as Lucchesi chases this in, might get caught. No, not looking very likely here. Out of bullets. Run on down, 30 seconds, they gotta make a move, and they bought all the time for the Deke to come up top. Lucchesi forcing the corner, still manages to scrape 2 kills off that USP, and now the cavalry has arrived.
All right, that's just an intense moment right there for Fluxo. Deciding to press the issue before Sonic can activate on his flank is a big call to make. They did that yesterday. And it nets them a lot of kills on a eco. But now they have to deal with a double op here. Very interesting setup, nice connection, but can he escape? A little bit of difficulty in getting away from Bro on the T-roof, but the kills flow through. Art and Lucchesi in unison, and Zevi almost landing the flick there, but not able to quite connect here, and Zodic takes 2 back for his troubles. A 2v3 now, and a flash. Where do they go from here? Lucchesi seems to be aware of this back big garage position. So does Art. Are they aware of their vulnerabilities? Absolutely. Lucchesi not going to let that slide, and it's just Nitro and another clutch. How they started off this half, they're going to need him again to continue it.
He's managed to slip down, but Lucchesi's aware of that possibility. Has shifted to address it. It is just going to be Lucchesi, but based on how red hot he's been in this second half in particular, that is going to force him to cool down a little bit. Nitro's got that bomb planted, and it's another clutch opportunity. You're absolutely right. How does he slip back out? Swings into the fight again. And Kai with a second bite at the apple will not be missing this time around. Bomb will be defused, but Nitro makes us believe for a moment.
I think was really cool. Like, we saw both IGLs with their brains had to be fried afterwards.
Yeah.
Because they were just, you know, figuring out ways to adapt with 70 rounds of Counter-Strike. That's crazy.
At some point, you're just making it up in the moment.
Yeah.
Lucauzi trying to freestyle here, stay alive. He's been able to do so, but run down with just one. So they limited his multi-kill ability. It is just the techies, and the trick is now getting out of the ramp and in towards the site itself. And Art is showing why that might be a little bit more of a challenge. All onto Nitro again, but this time you just cannot see it happening.
Not quite. Not as possible as that last opportunity. Bomb on the floor. Nitro. Maybe getting some damage here would be nice. I kind of might have overlooked him, but again, how does he create the space to get through this one? Gonna have to open up the doors or break the glass. That doesn't create pretty prospects here. Oh, a knife kill. Knifeable. Get it back. Your revenge. Yeah, he's thinking about it, and he goes for it.
Now he's got a rifle.
Smoke to try and isolate. Art gonna give it a swing, reveal his position, but there's still another on that left side. Oh, almost gives it a go versus Decenty, but not gonna happen. And Fluxo showing more of that dominant success on the CT side. Bounce back on Train, but again, they're gonna be starting off on that T side. Fluxo having it kind of a new availability here on Lucauzi with the op again. Trying to stretch out here and push through ramp side. Is he going to clear his corners? So the lobby collapse comes through, and Zonic not in a position to trade. And Lucauzi looking like the primary right now, swinging for more here. Does get bested by Nitro, but he's left into another impossible clutch here. Constantly finding himself in these situations with no relief. He's going to walk in dealing with one opper, and guess who's around the corner? It's another opper. Sevi going to connect. Beast him with the AWP. That is the last thing that NRG want, to have to go up against two oppers that are connecting.
Doesn't even matter what he's holding. Lucauzi's finding the momentum. Decenty doesn't need to see them to play his angles. Now up top, swinging on out. That trade's good. Kai can't hold on. Advantage still, and that nade so meaty out the edge of the smoke. Art always fearless. Sonic will have a chance at this clutch, but a minute 20, he's got to get past two hot hands, Lucauzi and Decenty, and Bomb in their control. He knows he has time. They're going to have so much information. Because Lucauzi's getting active, because he's not just waiting for this to come to him. Has to know. There could be a player here. In the vents, he knows that indeed. He's ready for it, but prepared for heaven. Instead, a missed off shot. This gives the chance, but he'll make good on the USP. Fearless in the swing back in. This man can do no wrong today.
Double op still maintained. I like the answer from NRG, trying to rush the A site. Still the decisive retake coming together. Doesn't allow for the destabilize here. Damage being done on a Sonic who can't even work his way towards the outer yard. Lucauzi again in a position to try and threaten damage. Art's going to deal with this outer yard presence, call it clear, and take that advantage.
Can't be stomping around when Art's lurking. Lucauzi now combat op and looking to put this map to rest.
Oh my God.
And he's doing exactly that. He's rocking them right now to sleep. With the power of this AWP, Zonic will run him down. But that's just the first of 4 tests. One pass, but so much more to do. Player in the middle of the ramp here. Decenty looking to stop this before it even begins. But as he creeps out,
oh my God.
might have actually missed his window. Gun barrel spotted. Gun barrel spotted. That could have been a disaster if not. Now Zonic's creating possibilities. Breaks the glass to put doubt in their mind. To open up the avenues of approach. Art comes to check. And Zonic's looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Too many spots to clear. It is going to be Fluxo on top. They claim their map pick of Nuke off the back of a nuclear Lucauzi half of play.
That's something they've been missing here all throughout. I talked about their struggles on the T sides. It's because Lucauzi's not really dropping the entries with the T side efficiency. We got an off-spawn smoke being tossed in towards Sandwich, but not a lot of lurking presence just yet. They're going to send Sonic in to try and find these opening duels here. Can create space, and Art immediately dismissed on his aggression, so running it out towards B. They take this advantage here, but Lucauzi is there to meet them once again. Molly to force him into a more passive position, and holding things together, will be able to continue to cut off the cross. The bomb will slide into the site there. Now Bro tasked with dealing with the pressure from Z. He can't hold up to it. Zodic going to be left back against the wall, getting cornered on the bomb site here, but still holding it together, keeping his team alive in this one. Forcing the issue though, and Kai ready to match it. Connects on the clothesline, and that's going to be Fluxo lifting off first.
Come the smokes, trying to create a little bit of a curtain. They do, for the moment, have a player slightly sectioned off in towards C, but it's going to be fearless from Zevi to get back through. And now look at this, positioning out towards E-Box. They're ready for that. Lukowski down, but Zevi's starting to make his impact felt with that AWP. 30 seconds, not a lot of time. Zevi cannot lock in the final fight. Sonic's done his work. And looking to do a little bit more. This time it's limited. A clutch required. 20 seconds and decent outmaneuvers, bro, to keep him away from that bomb and away from the round win.
Got to push towards Ivy here for the CT side, and back's turned. Bro gonna fall. I calling it clear on the A side.
He's looking to see if he can get more. Whoopsie doodle.
I mean, he sees that molly right there. He knows that no one's in T-Con. That's a clear indicator. So now they're going to start to stack the resources up. Art, not with a lot of support, though, and he doesn't hold off the B side. So actually some space granted, but Kai just chases the flank down. They lose Zodic, or rather Art in the meantime here, but nice cutoff from Nitro. We got a 3v3.
This is a workable situation. All that information from Kai kind of almost betrayed them. Nice find for Sonic. Dancing right around the edge of that Zevi op. Keeping him locked into place. Frozen as well. Lukowski's looking for this raid, but he can find nothing. Sonic just walks into every fight and rips head from shoulders, limb from limb.
And towards that B side last second, Art caught a little bit off guard. Money is close to being in a rough spot, but a nice shot from Zevi. Blinded up, times it up well. Nitro sidelined early.
Smokes on out. Deployed. You can have a fast flank here in Lukowski, so this could be a real problem. If he manages to come through on towards Pop Dog, they've got to move fast. And that's drop of the bomb. Things are getting chaotic.
Oh my god.
Starting to stack up, but Zevi is levying his pound of flesh, and that Lukowski flank is yet to activate. Zevi gone. An important find here, but that'll coax Lukowski forward. He's watching for it. And now with it just being that flank, the element of surprise is fast slipping away. Zodic is the right idea here. No, snaps away. Now a footstep given up. Now he knows. Now he certainly knows. Waits for the flash, plays ahead of it. And NRG find a second.
Oh, that's a huge breaking point here. See how fast this flank comes through.
Not
5v5, they do see a empty B-bomb site, so you're probably going to stick a player around here to deal with the flank. Probably.
If you swing it up, things can get very interesting indeed, and Zodic's kind of committed to this. Oh, now George has seen them. Hello? Are they...
Hello?
Nope. They all disconnected.
In the clutch opportunities. Instead, last round, he's able to open it up and win the round for his squad outright. And this time, Fluxo not as forward-facing in the fight for control on A. Nitro able to scale up off the back of these smokes, sneaking his way into the site here. Zevi pretty overlooked, but Lukowski and Kai strike in unison. Put things into a 4v3 here, looking for more as Kai, but he gets run down. Sonic chasing it out, trades all over the map. And Zodic keeping his op scope keened up here. Low health for both remaining NRG members.
And look at Art. He's just got the UMP, but he can get some interesting sight lines here. If he does wind up going for that push around hell, they stack up. Bro, he's got his hands full. However, comes to the first. Brings it into the clutch. He's low, though.
9 seconds. He's got a plant.
Might as well be an AK. Oh, he hasn't got the bomb. No time. Up, out. All right. Needed that clock. Needed those extra seconds. Gonna have to take a backseat in this one, and Art just stays alive. That's a huge coup of a round, right? NRG gained so much space, but Fluxo just managed to find the cheeky angles to get a kill here or there, harass, harry, make NRG super uncomfortable, and keep them from ever getting that bomb down. So that is a big find for a Fluxo team that was looking like they were up against it. Nice nade pop. Better response from Lukowski. Damage done, but Bro just cannot lock it in, and now NRG a man down. Look at diminish within their ranks and spread right now across the map. Not really prepared to make a move, but it's going to be Nitro instead to receive two. Knife out, doesn't realize how close they are. Unfortunately for him, they're not quite going to give full chase, but playing a dangerous game to dump this molly. Damage done, but eventually he loses his life. That was desperation, it felt like, from Nitro. And the punish does come through, and there's just nothing doing in this round for NRG. Damage.
So much damage here. Everyone going down low. It won't stop Kai from fighting forward. Gonna have to trust that this trio can get the job done. They're starting to get inquisitive towards T-Con though. Flashbang goes in and Zevi nails it. Lukowski sets his teammate up for success, but at least Bro trades it out. They just smoked off T-Con though. There's some limited time left. Oh, Kai making noise there. Sets up the Ivy flank now. Sonic could have some backs turned. He's bailed out though by Decent, who comes through just in the nick of time.
The carrot and the stick now all on to Zodic. The one man remaining, just too many targets to find. No chance there. So doubling up their opponent's scoreline sets Fluxo up nicely for the potential 2-0. Feels like they've given themselves enough to have a fighting chance here in this second half. They certainly need one because they are potentially one half away from elimination here at the ESL Pro League. And it's fast play out. Fluxo gained some ground, and Zevi, who had a hot half in the first, is continuing that trend here on Train.
Just getting chased down right now. Art staying afloat, but George and Bro strike back. Now try to walk through the smoke here. Lukowski, rather decent, staying elusive. Bro seems to be reading into this effectively here. Puts it up into the 1v1. Just flowing through here. Zevi in a clutch, and as you said, the hot half in his hands here. We'll see if he can close it out with a clutch in the second to start it off with the statement. Bro trying to follow here, making a quick move, and I think Zevi didn't quite see him, so said he's going to escape here and try and play the timer on this bomb.
Bro doesn't have the kid. Bro doesn't have the kid. He doesn't have anything to block off the vision either, so he really does need to force the fight, need to force the kill. Zevi's going to give him the chance, but just trying to peek it. Now he knows he's off the bomb. Stick might have been necessary, but Bro knows he's got to run this down. And Zevi's giving him a merry chase. Doesn't have to pull the trigger. He knows he's already won this. Bro, there's no chance on it. Zevi has to swing right now, but he's already denied. The kill will be there, but it wasn't even necessary. Master strokes from Zevi. A 4-piece in the pistol to build on an already strong Train.
There's around 30 ranking spots in between these two teams, maybe 25 in between these two rosters.
That's 20.
So you're talking about a bit of a point swing here for Fluxo. And again, as I said, there's more opportunities to play some games on land here for this squad. Continue to find access. Great flashbang as a reaction, though. Zodic takes charge here and finds the multi. And now it's going to force their hand into the B side. They've got a low health Lukowski as well, and a smoke that's well placed by Nitro.
It works out as a save. It's a bit unusual to see this, but they've got a big cushion to play with, so they want the guns into the next. We'll be able to get full util sets up. Should be fine to run a 5-rifle round. Alright, this is going to pull a fake. Keeps the third player locked in. Incendiary is good to try and stall this out, though. Bro's playing close to it. Now George is seen. So they'll start to bring that second player over. Zodic needs to hold the line, though. He's unable to do so. George commits, but the Molotov forces him back. And now that's a window to plant this bomb, and a window that they will widen with the death of George. Fluxo playing fast and loose with the clock here, but they found their window to plant the bomb, and now they're in prime post-plant scenarios. Nitro goes a little wide on the angle, and that costs him his life, and now Sonic just needs to try and slip away, but he's going to be backstabbed as he turns and leaves himself exposed. And Fluxo inch that much closer to the win here.
Nitro's going to get caught here with his side turned. Now they've only got 20 seconds left. This is actually becoming a big problem.
They gotta move. They gotta move. They're comfortable playing in the margins of this clock, but any kill could be devastating. If that bomb gets dropped, it's over. Need to plant it. That's exactly what will happen, but Zevi is isolated, at least for the moment. They know they can run him down. That's exactly what they'll do. So it comes to just one man, but he's not got positioning on this. Once the flames fade, they can get stuck on. Sonic has to try and keep them off of his diffuser. Decenti, if he just had an HE, it'd be over. But as it is, the bomb's going to be stuck, and there's nothing that he can do. So NRG somehow, some way, will keep it fighting here. And they get a couple upgraded guns for their efforts. The first
It feels like Fluxo have come prepared here for this T side.
Certainly does that. Certainly does that. Right down to the wire. Flashbang's good this time, though, and a punish on two. They try and accelerate, and Sonic puts them in the blender.
Oh my
That's
God.
the bomb dropped outside T-Con as well, and it's devastation here for Fluxo, as this 19th round has just disintegrated before their very eyes. Lukowski is still a problem.
He's a problem.
Sonic's got an idea, though.
Might be a solution here for Sonic, as you said.
Although...
Oh, he's not going to check this. He's
Surely
in the
not.
grass. Zodic, you are toast. You're knifed.
Knife him. Oh my god.
Poor Zodic. Did he get knifed in that last map? I think it was him as well.
He's just trying to... Oh, I was going to say, follow him out, see if he can find something more, but the knife goes in, the op retrieved. All right, Lukowski. Doing a little shuffle.
What is that? Is he moving?
That's when
Backwards
you're
against the
standing
wall?
on a freshly waxed floor,
Oh.
and you're trying to
He's
hold
just,
three
he hit-
cartoon pies. Oh, George.
Knife him.
George, you saw him. George didn't see him. His gun model covered it, I think. Oh, George, you stood
it's
basically
after
on
time.
top of him. All right, they're going to wrench the ult from his fingers, finally. No harm, no foul on having missed that peak.
Gonna test how good this execute is.
It's a pretty bold setup as well, right? You're pretty exposed towards the ramp, so you are really counting on Nitro to hold on for you. At least for the moment, he wants to fight into Opper. That shot missed. Nitro only does get the one, so Zodic has to fade away, and he's waiting for reinforcements to come on in. There's no Molotov for Z.
Oh, man.
So that does allow the players to make their way through that choke point. Bomb planted, but a missed shot. That might have been the one chance at this round. And indeed, it will come to a close. Bomb money at least, but claps from Daps.
At this point, you've cleared out Pop. You've got T-Con control as well. You want to see if you can get those rotates rolling over there towards the B side. Zodic smoked off and not going to get a chance to fight towards upper.
Xavier finding the push. That's a good flashbang. Pushes Nitro back off the box, and he was spotted, but he's still able to overcome the first fight. Flashbang still effective, continuing to keep his teammates sectioned off from him, but Nitro holds strong. The bomb's now ticking away, but Nitro, captain of this squad, the Captain America man himself, continues to deliver, and as he swings his mighty M4.
They escape. And now we're seeing Art really test Nitro and what he can do on this B side. So much damage with the utility, but they still fight their way through. Nitro again holding it together, and George comes through, saving the day for his captain. Nitro still alive, yet to tumble. And Decenty left. Last man standing, getting chased down. He will be taken out. Sonic with the finishing kill, and NRG now one off of overtime.
Meanwhile, one more try for Fluxo to do this the easy way. To end this series 2-0. And put every thought of this comeback out of mind.
Now he has to start this round low, but they're already moving their way out and towards this A side. Losing some numbers here just yet here, but George still standing in the back lines, trying to find some smoke spam. Losing health here slowly but surely, and Art finally able to break through.
Look at the health. They're so whittled down. Lukowski's low as well, but this one's hanging on the edge of a knife.
And Nitro trying to slide his way through on this flank continuously. He's got to do a lot of heavy lifting here in this round.
Zevi's aware. Zevi's aware, but it might still leave Lukowski exposed. No, he slipped around the corner in towards T-Con, so now they've got their positions. The moment has been missed here for Nitro to really capitalize, and they have to do this the hard way. Kit's available, that's not the concern, but time's starting to get to be an issue regardless. A fifth flash, and that might be it, and Zevi, the man himself, puts this one to rest. Fluxo have a win here at the ESL Pro League. Fluxo have done this 2-0. We were calling his name in the pregame, and Zevi, damn it, he did deliver again and again and again.